The arena was alive with electricity. The crowd's roar was deafening, a living, breathing force that seemed to pulse with the heartbeat of the game itself. Fans on both sides clung to every moment, each possession carrying the weight of possibility, each dribble and pass drawing them further into the story unfolding on the hardwood. Tonight wasn't just a regular matchup, it was one of those nights where time itself felt suspended, where every second mattered, where the lines between triumph and heartbreak were razor thin. And as the Cleveland Cavaliers faced the Chicago Bulls, nobody could have predicted just how insane this finish would be. From the opening tip, the energy in the arena was palpable. The Cavaliers came out with intensity, asserting themselves with crisp passes and aggressive drives to the basket. The Bulls, equally determined, countered with their trademark defensive discipline, forcing contested shots and pushing the pace whenever they could. Early on, it was clear that this game would be more than a simple contest. It would be a test of wills. The first half played out almost like a chess match. Each team probed the other, searching for weaknesses, trying to dictate the tempo. The Cavaliers relied on sharp perimeter shooting and creative playmaking to keep the scoreboard ticking, while the Bulls leaned on their veteran poise and clutch decision-making to remain within striking distance. Every basket was met with cheers, every defensive stop with collective gasps. You could feel the tension building with each quarter, each minute stretching the suspense even further. As the game entered the third quarter, the momentum began to shift. The Bulls found a rhythm, stringing together a series of points that put them in the lead. It wasn't just the points, they were controlling the narrative, forcing turnovers and capitalizing on fast break opportunities. The Cavaliers, known for their resilience, refused to be shaken. They tightened their defense, communicated on every possession, and kept chipping away at the lead, possession by possession. What made this matchup remarkable was not just the skill on display, but the sheer determination on both sides. You could see it in the players' eyes, the way every movement carried purpose. By the final quarter, the stage was set for something extraordinary. The scoreboard told a story of tension, the Bulls clinging to a slim lead, the Cavaliers pressing forward with relentless energy. Time seemed to slow as fans sensed that something unforgettable was about to happen. The Cavaliers pushed with urgency, finding open shooters beyond the arc and creating lanes to attack the basket. Every shot felt like it could decide the game, and the pressure was mounting. Then came the moment that would define the night. With the clock winding down and the Bulls holding a precarious lead, the Cavaliers executed a play that seemed almost scripted for drama. A series of passes, one more clever than the last, led to a player cutting through the defense with precision. The ball left their hands, arcing perfectly toward the rim as the arena held its collective breath. And just like that, the Cavaliers tied the game, forcing overtime and igniting a frenzy of cheers and disbelief from the home crowd. Overtime is where legends are born, where players reach deep into reserves of skill, focus, and courage. Both teams came out fighting, each aware that a single mistake could spell the difference between victory and defeat. The Bulls responded to the Cavaliers' momentum with determination, trading baskets and keeping the tension at its peak. Every dribble, every shot, every defensive rotation was met with raucous energy from the stands. The suspense was almost unbearable, a taut wire stretching through the final minutes of play. It was the kind of sequence that defines careers. The Cavaliers, now fully in rhythm, executed with the precision of a team at the top of its game. Passing, cutting, moving without the ball, it was orchestrated chaos, controlled and deliberate. Then came the defining play, a sequence that would be replayed countless times in highlight reels. With mere seconds remaining, the Cavaliers found themselves slightly behind. A quick inbound, a screen set with perfect timing, and the ball landed in the hands of a player ready to seize the moment. He rose, defended tightly yet undeterred, and released the shot. Time seemed to freeze as the ball sailed through the air, spinning with a grace that only basketball can produce. The arena erupted as the ball found the net, a buzzer-beating shot that sent the Cavaliers into ecstasy and left the Bulls stunned. It was not just a victory, it was a statement. It was a reminder that no lead is safe, no moment predictable, and that in basketball, the game isn't over until the final horn sounds. What made this finish truly remarkable wasn't just the skill on display, but the drama, the emotional roller coaster, the sheer human element of competition. Fans spoke in awed whispers and excited shouts, replaying the moment over and over in their minds. Social media buzzed with clips, analysis, and reactions, capturing the collective disbelief of basketball lovers everywhere. Some speculated about the players' mindset in those critical seconds, while others marveled at the execution under immense pressure. In the end, the narrative wasn't about statistics or records, it was about the experience, the magic of witnessing something extraordinary unfold in real time. Looking back, it's clear that this game was more than just a match. It was a masterclass in resilience, teamwork, and determination. The Cavaliers demonstrated how preparation, focus, and belief can culminate in moments of brilliance. The Bulls, while falling just short, showed the importance of discipline and poise under pressure, a testament to their experience and strategy. Every pass, every shot, every defensive play contributed to a story that will be remembered long after the final whistle. There's a subtle lesson in games like this, a reminder that sports mirror life in many ways. Outcomes can be uncertain, fortunes can change in an instant, and the margin between triumph and disappointment is razor thin. Yet through it all, effort, focus, and heart matter more than any single moment. The Cavaliers' incredible finish wasn't just a highlight, it was an embodiment of persistence, creativity, and the power of belief. As fans replay the final moments in their minds, one can't help but appreciate the artistry of the game. The coordination, timing, and instinct on display are remarkable. These aren't just athletes executing plays, they are performers in a high-stakes drama, each movement carrying weight, each decision shaping the narrative. From the strategic minds of the coaches to the split-second reactions of the players, every element of the game coalesced into something unforgettable. Even beyond the court, the impact of such a finish resonates. Fans who witnessed it firsthand carry the memory with them, sharing it with friends and family, recounting it with the passion and excitement it deserves. It's the kind of game that inspires young players, ignites conversations about teamwork and strategy, and leaves a lasting impression on the community. There's a universal appeal to moments like these, transcending team loyalties, reminding everyone why we watch, cheer, and celebrate sports. In reflecting on the Cavaliers' victory and the Bulls' fierce resistance, one realizes that games of this magnitude are never just about winning or losing. They're about the human stories behind the scores, the perseverance, the creativity, the courage to take risks when it matters most. That buzzer beater, that insane finish, wasn't just a shot in the final seconds. It was the culmination of countless hours of training, planning, and sacrifice, a testament to what can be achieved when talent meets opportunity and determination. And while the scoreboard ultimately favored the Cavaliers, both teams walked away with lessons, experiences, and memories that will shape their journey forward. The Bulls, though defeated, showed resilience and heart, qualities that often serve as the foundation for future triumphs. The Cavaliers, riding the momentum of a dramatic finish, proved that belief and execution can overcome the most daunting challenges, leaving fans exhilarated and inspired. As the arena emptied and the lights dimmed, the echoes of that insane finish lingered. Conversations buzzed with excitement, replayed highlights, animated discussions, and the sense of having witnessed something rare and special settled over the crowd. It was a night where basketball transcended its usual boundaries, becoming not just a game but a shared experience, a story of drama, tension, and elation that would be remembered for years to come. Sports have a way of delivering these moments when least expected. A game that appears routine on paper can transform into a spectacle, a story, a memory that imprints itself on everyone who watches. The Cavaliers versus Bulls showdown was one of those games. It reminded everyone of the beauty of unpredictability, the thrill of competition, and the joy of witnessing human potential pushed to its limits. In the end, that insane finish was more than a scoreline. It was a celebration of what makes basketball, and sports in general, profoundly captivating. So whether you watched from the stands, from your living room, or caught the highlights online, there's something undeniably special about experiencing a game like this. It's a reminder that in basketball, as in life, persistence, strategy, and courage can converge to create moments that defy expectations. And for the Cavaliers and their fans, that buzzer-beating finish will be a story told for years. A story of determination, creativity, and a touch of the extraordinary. If you found yourself on the edge of your seat, cheering, gasping, or just marveling at the sheer improbability of that ending, you're not alone. This was a game that captured the imagination, one that will be replayed, analyzed, and remembered. And for every fan who has ever believed in the impossible, this was a moment that reaffirmed why we love basketball so deeply. The unpredictable drama, the skill, and the human spirit on full display. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What was your favorite moment from this insane finish? Which play made your heart skip a beat? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this is a game that deserves to be relived through every perspective. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation. There's nothing quite like discussing these unforgettable games with fellow fans who share your passion. In the end, the Cavaliers versus Bulls showdown wasn't just a game. It was an experience, a narrative, a roller coaster of tension, skill, and emotion. And for anyone who witnessed it, one thing is certain. Moments like these remind us why we watch, why we cheer, and why we hold on to the belief that anything can happen right up until the very last second.